On the win, what were your thoughts on the match in general?
Yeah, it's hard. I haven't really given it. Well, I've given it a lot of thought, but I haven't really come up with an answer. I had some good moments and some things that were a little bit frustrating. Yeah, I thought we played to, probably 7 out of 10. Like, it just felt like we didn't get it all right, but when we did get it right, yeah, we were able to play the game we wanted. It was, second quarter was frustrating. I thought we were unpredictable. Thought, our intent, especially our intent to pressure dropped off. But yeah, we stuck at it, and to win by 50 points, you don't want to be, be Debbie Downer. But yeah, I just think we've got so much improvement left in us.
Yep. One big plus tonight was Tracy again. Can you just talk a bit about just the power of his game and the influence there?
Yeah, he's turned himself into a really good key forward. He competes really hard. His patterns and timing of his leads and his connection with his teammates is really improving. I think highlighted by when him and Youngie connected inside 50. I think it was in that second quarter. He doesn't shy away from physicality, which his teammates love, and he leads the way with that physicality. So. Yeah, I'm really proud of him. I mean, like I said, after his 50th game, to see his growth and the way he's worked on his game, the way he's been really disciplined and sacrificed, and to see him get the rewards is great.
The 7 out of 10, Justin, are you marking it down because of the second quarter or through this?
Well, we got after quarter time we got beaten at clearance. I know that probably mainly on the back of Nank. I thought he was super for them. And he got on top when Sean went out of the game. I just think some of our predictability with our ball use left us vulnerable, and some of our intent to pressure and hunt across the game was a little bit inconsistent.
Adam seemed really impressed by your polish. How did you view that part of your game?
Yeah, probably first 3 inside 50s of the last quarter, we turned over on the top of the 50, going for kicks that probably weren't on or were unpredictable, which made it hard to defend behind. So I think our best tonight was very good. And then, some of the mistakes we made and the unpredictability, just took a little bit of gloss off it for the way we want to play. And what we've tried to do is take the scoreboard out of it. I think every team would try and do that, and really judge ourselves on a process and the plan that we went into the game with, and we just didn't quite execute that. And the numbers look all right. Like we wanted field position, 61 inside 50s, and we wanted a front half game, and turned the ball over I think 27, 28 times in our front half, which great numbers, but they still kicked 3 goals out of our D50 off turnover, which is something we pride ourselves on. And I just think we're a little bit unpredictable, which leaves you vulnerable in the contest and leaves you vulnerable when you're trying to defend your front half. But when we got it right, that instance I was talking about when Youngie connected with JT and some of our ball movement, especially in the last quarter when we started changing angles, and the top end stuff was top end.
Top 4 now? Is it something you start really realistically thinking about?
It's an outcome. It's an outcome of getting a lot of things right during the week, and just like we're trying to take a scoreboard out of it, we're trying to take a ladder out of it. Because if we play our brand of footy, we play as a team, and we play with the right mindset, I think we'll be in any game. So in any game, you give yourself a chance of winning, and if you win enough, the ladder looks after itself, doesn't it? I know it's boring, but when you start thinking about outcomes, ladder positions, wins, it takes your eye off what you need to do every day and what you need to do in the moment through the game. So, it's boring for everyone to hear, but the ladder will look after itself. We'll get our process right.
How's Sean and Josh Draper? What's going on with Josh?
Yeah, Sean obviously got subbed out. He got a knock on the head, so we'll have to assess that. And Drape's got a corky. So hence we left him out there because medical staff said he wasn't going to do any more damage, but he just got to a point where he was unable to move the way we needed him to. So put Banners back to plug a hole. So we'll see how he is. It's going to be sore for a few days, but we're hoping he can get up.
How do you think your forward line? I mean, Josh Tracy aside, how did you give him operated last time? I think you went to the AFL after the treatment of Jai Amos.
Oh yeah, I thought Jai played a really good game. Well, he didn't quite finish his work off, but I thought he competed really, really well. Yeah, as you mentioned, JT played really well. And we kicked over 100 points, so I think the mids going forward has added to our forward line. I think Hayden is getting on the end of it and winning his contests forward of the ball, and sometimes creates something out of nothing like he did in the last quarter. Caleb had a few moments, and AB's working hard for us down there with Fifey as well. So they've added a different layer. Thought Sonny, when he came on, was dangerous. He looked sharp. Missed a couple of tackles and that sort of stuff. But I thought he looked sharp and responded well after his injury. So I thought Switter was good. Freddie looked dangerous and sturdy, had his moments as well. So once we get in there and get it in there the right way, I think we've looked pretty dangerous the last 5 or 6 weeks.
And Brendan Cox's return giving you another dimension down back. How'd you rate his game?
He's got to build with his fitness and play larger game time. But I thought he looked pretty sharp. There's probably a couple of contests where he could have imposed himself in a different way and looked a bit rusty. But largely, I thought his return was pretty sharp, and he's only going to build off it. But I thought he set a pretty good bar for himself.
One of the stats that didn't look that great were the clearance stats today. Just get your thoughts on that. I think Kaylee was getting a bit of work on him at some stage. Was that the impact of that?
A little bit. They bring a lot of numbers up, and which congests the stoppage, and then I think Nankervis had 15 or maybe even more first possession. So his ability to grab it out of the ruck or just whack it 15, 20 metres forward to clear that congestion is a very good starting point for a clearance game. I thought in the third quarter their clearance work was strong, but I thought our pressure was really good, and they didn't get a lot of meterage out of their clearance wins, and we were able to go back at them a few times and score off those return of serve looks. We've got to deal with teams throwing different things at us. They're going to bring numbers up. They're going to try and do different things to take that game away from us. The pleasing bit was, the fact that we showed that we weren't relying on that to win and to score. So even though I think after quarter time we were minus 13 clearances, we still scored reasonably heavily, scoring over 100 points. So we got field position a different way, and we scored a bit differently.
Justin, do you feel like you're a little underestimated? I know you said you want to take the ladder out of it, but the reality is I think you're only 2 points off second. Do you feel like you're not getting the same sort of respect that other teams, Melbourne-based teams are that are sitting up in that upper tier?
Not sure. It doesn't really bother me either. I don't really get too consumed with that sort of stuff. Well, hopefully we sneak up on the comp. I don't think Clubland see it like that though. I think clubs are preparing for our strengths, hence the numbers up around stoppage. I don't think we're sneaking under the radar in Clubland, but externally I don't really get caught up in that.
You don't feel any extra sort of pressure, I guess, that you're a club that's crying out for success. You've got people right up there now. Your fans are obviously getting on board, getting really behind you. Do you feel any of that pressure internally?
I'd like to say no, because like I said, we want to stick to a process, and we want to make sure that the outside noise doesn't creep in, but it does. And it was probably a little bit of the worry last week. We were getting pumped up after a really good away win to come back and play a lowly ranked team, and a team that we beat away from home not that long ago, was whether we'd get comfortable. But thought we were able to take the confidence out of last week, and we applied ourselves pretty well. Just got to keep reinforcing who we take our feedback from, and keep trying to build.
Alex Pearce, any chance at this stage for the Hawks?
Oh, I doubt it. Yeah, we said 3 to 4 next week. Well, it's only been 2, so love to sit here and say yes, but I don't think the docs or the surgeons are going to allow him to do that.
And without Sean, does putting Luke into the number 1 role, is that still your preference?
Oh, we'll weigh that up. But we had some good performances down at Peel today. Yeah, I was really pleased with the way they bounced back. Vossi and Tabs both performed well as key forwards, and Liam Reedy's been in good form as a ruck. So we've got some solutions there. Thank you.
Just